Alright, old flat steel key make on a antique steamer, and I will show you kind of what I got to do. Actually, it has a code B14 on these locks, but it is probably going to be, they just need it opened. But with these, you sometimes do have to just cut the key. So I look in there and I mark it. I'm holding this in my mouth so I can't really talk, but all right. So that is the mark going all the way down, is the where it terminates, where the plug turns, right here. And that little notch is a sideways notch just to show me while I'm cutting the key. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I've cut the key down. And let's see what it does. Again, this key is a little loose in here, but they did request that it be just opened. So we're gonna try it. Okay, so it is turning. And on these, normally you do 360 degrees and it opens it. So, okay, so we're right there. We're hitting a spot, which means the blade is too long to actuate the little wafers in there. So let me grab a candle going. Okay, off to the side here, you can see a candle. You know it's getting real when you go light a candle. So basically what I'm doing is smoking this blank. I know there's a lot of funnies involved with that. But basically after I get it blackened, I'll put it back in the keyhole here. Ooh, hot, 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 hot. And turn it. And there's two things I'm feeling for. One is a stiff turn, like it stops period, and then one is a springy turn. So basically what the stiff turn signifies is the blade is not cut down to bypass the bolt typically. So by doing this, we can kind of look at the marks in the key. And we see that it is just a little bit off the very front one right there. Don't know if you can see it here. Right there. I think that's hitting on the bolt. I also think this little tip is a little bit too long, so let me correct that. Okay, I've gone ahead and knocked that tip off, and I'm gonna re-smoke it to see if the marks are a bit different, because with that tip being shorter, it's gonna throw the spacing off on the inside. So again, we're gonna push it in, turn it. We've got definitely a solid stop right there. And then going this way, I can feel that bolt in the back. So basically, if you look at the tip there, you'll see the soot mark. So I'm going to go ahead and knock that very tip down. Okay, I'm going to file it down again where I just cut the tip down, which will, I'm thinking is the bolt work of it. So I cut that down. I'm going to re-smoke it one more time to see what kind of marks we have going. Oh shoot. Okay. put it in there. Let's see. Okay, now I'm getting a spring feel to it, which means I'm hitting a lever. So let's see what we got there. And the lever's got to be pushed up just in the right position to unlock. So now that the bolt, okay, the bolt is going deeper definitely, but it looks like the first cut also needs to go down. First cut being right there beside where the bolt was. All right, got the bolt cut down just a little bit more. And the first wafer, which I'm guessing it's at most 2 wafers for this kind of lock. So I'm again gonna file the edges so that it's smooth. Smoke the blank one more time. I'll say one more time because this should get it. Not getting many other marks on there. Have to be real careful you don't force these. Alright, so what I'm seeing here is definitely need to go down one more on the first cut. Alright, I took it down a little bit too far in my opinion. I left too thin of a little post sticking up, so I'm probably going to end up taking that off. But I'm going to go ahead and try it real quick without smoking it. Okay, we got further turn. We got a complete turn there. Doesn't necessarily mean it's open. This chest is bowed out, so it's not sitting real well. And sometimes they're tricky. Okay, it doesn't look like it opened, so I'm going to go back the other way. It's not exactly doing what it needs to do. Let me spin this a couple of times. Still getting a lot of pressure there. I'm going to go ahead and smoke it one more time. See if I can't find what's going on. Again, it may very well be the tip causing the problem here. But I definitely got some spring action going. So let's see what that is. No marks whatsoever. So that gives us a problem. Try it again. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and knock that one off. I can do that right here. Let's go ahead and knock that off, see what happens. Turned freely that time, which means I'm going to go over here and check the other side out of camera view, see what happens. Did not unlock. spin it a few times. Not getting anything. Somebody's tried to prime these for sure. Smoke it again. May have to start over. Alright, so looks like we haven't gotten anywhere, and we're probably going to have to start over on this. So, let's see what happens. I'll be right back. I'm going to start a fresh blank.